Oh, is that dog going to be barking the whole time? I had my window open because it's a nice day, not because I wanted to hear neighbors' dogs barking. What is happening? Is anything happening? Okay. We live. Let me see. Hold on. In this demo, you can play the opening section of the game. Part of your saved data can be carried over to the full version. Note, certain features are restricted in the demo. When the game is saving, an icon will appear in the bottom right corner of the screen. Oh. We'll keep everything normal. Stop restoring default settings. So if I hit yes, that means I want to stop changing things, I guess. Weird game. All right. I feel like I should have beaten 1 and replayed 2 again before starting this, but I don't know. What do you guys think? This is just the demo, but I'm scared already. Live. Okay, so the demo dropped yesterday, I guess. I've been hearing some things, some minor things, but I wanted to play this myself. I wouldn't call it review bombing, but there's some people who are giving it like 1-star reviews on PlayStation Store. I've played every Fatal Frame game, and I think they're full of shit. There's no way they could screw up a game this badly to have it be 20% 1-stars. No way. I don't care if it's Team Ninja or whoever makes it. Even that 3DS spin-off game was not 1-star game. So don't come at me with that. And I'm going to prove you wrong here with this demo. I guess the official game launches in a week on the 12th. But you can, like in old RPGs on the DS, you can carry your save data over to the real game here. Demo is free. They put the demo out because they're proud of it. I can't believe. No, man. 1-star. Screw you, 1-star people. Anyway, now that that's settled. My goodness. We doing it. And I'm ready. As the world burns, I've got to jump in head first into a new Fatal Frame, because this is one of my favorite gaming series of all time. I don't particularly have a favorite because I don't know it that well, but every game I've played in this series has been fantastic. This is a lot of people's favorite. I've beaten the original on PS2, God, 23 years ago. So I'm ready. I can't be any more ready. There was a summer where I had lost my job at GameStop, and I was like scrambling to find a new job, and I was on unemployment, and it was just a bad summer. But one thing that got me through was playing the old PS2 Silent Hills and Fatal Frames that were out at the time. And man, it's like I discovered God, because those were like the best survival horror games of all time. This is more or less a remake of the original, or the original. Let's see, let me put it this way. I think that this is more of a remake of the Wii version, which was a remake of the PS2 version. The Wii version made it more 3D, like Fatal Frame 4. Can't think of the subtitle of that right now. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. That was the first fully 3D Fatal Frame game. It had like fixed camera angles since before that, and was we used polygons, but that one you could go in any direction. They did a remake of that on the Wii, but it only released in Japan and I think European territories. We didn't get it. And this seems to be a remake of that. So I don't know what you'd call the Wii version. But, man, that this exists at all is pretty amazing. It's a little public service announcement.
Hello everyone. How are you going? If you wish to help out, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Now, you might be asking, what are you doing playing this in midday? It's not even 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Well, it's just a demo. I don't know how long it is. I don't know how extensive it is. I think the Wii U version of Maiden of Blackwater was like 2.5 levels or something like that. But like the sort of the intro level and then mission 1 and 2 or chapter 1 and 2. So I'm assuming it'll at least be that length. It's raining out. It's kind of nice. Good atmosphere. I should probably turn off my lamp. I don't know. But then I won't be able to see. Well, it's not that dark out yet. I'll turn off my lamp. Okay. So, for everyone struggling, here's a little free thing you can do to, if you're into horror, you know, give it a shot. What do you got to lose? But don't come at me with 1-star ratings. Get out of here with that. Shoo. Now is better than anything. I don't know. I'm being weird before I've even streamed. Let's just start. If you like survival horror but you don't like Fatal Frame, I'm sorry. It's not that we can't be friends, but it's highly unlikely. Highly. I can understand people not liking Silent Hill because it has a different pace than like your Resident Evils or whatever, but this isn't Silent Hill. This is 11 horror. Silent Hill sometimes can be, on the cusp of like, oh, there's this story and there's these you gotta bring your own interpretation. No. This one notoriously scares people who are not scared of horror games. And I love this series. And I hope you do too. Full version available here. Well, I'm not ready for that. And besides that, I'm going to get the physical version so you can take your digital version and blah. Well, I hope there's a physical version. I actually now have to check. Thank you very much. Best Buy or GameStop, I suppose. I am almost positive, 99% sure, that I saw a physical version for sale. There it is. $50. Y'all are giving 1-star games to a $50. Screw y'all. You 1-star people. Actually, the dog barking kind of adds to the atmosphere a little bit. Not that much. I apologize for that, but it's, it gets warm in the house. Things aren't amazing these days. I should probably turn my phone off too. I'll turn the volume down. Why do you have to swipe to turn the volume down? And why do you have to unlock your phone to turn the volume down? I never understood that. Anyway. Are the options? Okay. I'm not going to mess with these much. Maybe... I might turn off the motion blur. But generally, I want to keep. Why would I have subtitles small? Who would do that? I'm an old man. I need my text size large. Speaker name? Show speaker names in subtitles. Language? Japanese. Display language English. It's a Japanese game that, I'm sorry, but very few people get English dubs right. For Japanese games, we're going Japanese dubs, or Japanese subtitles, I should say. Everything else, we'll keep it about the same. I don't know what these options mean. Oh, Manuel. All right. Okay. For those who want to enjoy the story and combat in equal measure, for those who want a good challenge, wraiths are stronger, increasing the amount of photo points earned. For those who want to enjoy the story, makes it easier to survive, but awards fewer photo points as a result. That's a bit weird, though, isn't it? Shouldn't you give more photo points for a story mode and less for battle mode? And I don't know why they call it battle mode. Like, it's not a battle mode. It's hard difficulty. But at least it's there, so I don't want to hear any BS. I kind of understood the story of the original. Maybe I missed something because I only got one ending and it might have been a bad one. So let's hit her up. You don't have to impress me, Fatal Frame. Just do your job. There's no way this is a 1-star game. Screw y'all. Okay, that's a bit... those are large subtitles. Maybe I'll make a medium size. Oh, that leg did not look good. I want to see 3-way comparisons for the original, the Wii version, and this remake. Why will it be gone soon? They're twins. I'm feeling that leg pain right now. Is she following the butterfly, or is the butterfly taking her? This looks really good. I just thought of something. So is she the older sister? I assume she's using One-chan to signify that she's older. Can I go to the menu? Not yet, I guess. Give me an achievement for that. Oh, the grain is really pronounced. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's kind of distracting. Maybe that's deliberate, but I feel like it should be moving. You know what I mean? I think there should be an option to turn it off, though. L3? Is this where we're going? I can't tell anymore. Oh, I'm hearing, like, voices. There's some lights. Incidentally, I'm playing this so I can watch a little bit of Gab Smolder's stream. I don't know if she's got the full game, but she started the demo. This is how I remember it. It should have faded up a little more gradually, that title screen. But that's cool. So the atmosphere is pretty good. I'm just a little worried about that grain. I might... I can't turn it off yet. Oh, you have to hold it. So this holding hands is brand new. They did not have that in the original. And of course, I didn't play the Wii version, so... Okay. Can we run? Wait. Let's try to escape. No, we should try to escape. We got to get out of here. Oh, there's a bridge. Hmm. See, if she'd have just been holding her hand back in the past, then she wouldn't have fallen. Of course, then we wouldn't have a game. I feel like such a dunce, though. Like, I didn't know that using L3 to run in games was just a tap. I thought you had to hold it. And that was really uncomfortable. I'm glad they're drawing a map for us. Alright. Oh. They still gave them same haircuts from... But... Let's go together. I heard Isho ni ikimashou. I said, let's go together. They're still giving them short bobs. Okay, after this, they had short bobs in the original. Oh, duck. They had short bobs in the original. So after this game, can we please get new haircuts? I'm over the short bobs. Like every girl in Mask of the Lunar Eclipse had short bobs in it. I couldn't. If you asked me which character was which, I couldn't tell you because they all had the same haircut pretty much. All right. All right. Now, display. Can we get rid of that grain? Wait. I haven't noticed the motion blur, but let me try without it. Hold on. Let's turn it off and see what happens. It doesn't look like you can turn off the grain. It's just really obvious on my PS3. I don't know that the motion blur is any different. I guess it fits in with the grain, but the grain is really obvious on my screen. I don't know if that's just because of my TV settings. Hmm. I guess since you've taken me to this place, I can't grab her hand right now. Oh, wait. Osaka House. Are you coming in? Your leg hurts? A pair of clipped newspaper articles printed about a year prior concerning search efforts to find Masumi Makimura, a missing geological surveyor. 26-year-old surveyor by the name of Masumi Makimura has gone missing after being dispatched to conduct work at the construction site of the Minakami Dam. The dam, which has been in the works since last year, is set to submerge parts of the area underwater. Makimura was sent to investigate the impact construction may have on local historical sites and other areas of concern, but has yet to return after 5 days. Search for a missing surveyor called off. Lois Einhorn? The search for a missing 26-year-old geological surveyor Masumi Makimura, which began on the 4th of this month, was officially called off yesterday after turning up no leads. Makimura, who had been missing for 10 days prior to the search's cancellation, was surveying the Minakami Dam construction site. Well, no dam for you. Damn it. Almost sounds like somebody's talking, like demons are talking. Picking up items. Collectible items will shine once you're near them. Picking up R2. However, there's a limit to the number of consumable items you can hold. If that limit is reached, you won't be able to pick up more. You could inspect any items you collect from the menu screen. Open the menu screen with square. Why is she just standing at the doorway? That's kind of creepy in itself. Graphics still look really good, though. Wait, she's looking for this? Oh shit. She's looking for the missing person? Excuse me. Don't kill anyone then. Alright. I'm not one to run everywhere. That's not how I play.
あんまり離れないで。
That's not how I play horror games. So you'll just have to get over it if I'm going too slow. This is where we saw the ghost in the window. Touch a butterfly lantern to save your progress. Oh, we can't save over the autosave. All right. Health and willpower can be healed.
お姉ちゃん。
Doesn't seem like there's anything to grab. What was that? Their backstep?
お姉ちゃん。行こう。
Let's go. I don't think we should go upstairs yet. In the original games, they let you look at things and have a description pop up, but I don't think they want you to focus on that in this version.
誰のだろう。他にも誰か。
Flashlight's batteries still seem to work. Someone must have dropped it. L1? Flashlight is useful for illuminating dark places. You don't say. Turning on your flashlight makes it easier to spot hidden items in the environment. Turn on or off. L1. Look around. R. Oh, hold. Are they going to do that thing where ghosts grab your hand? I kind of hope they don't. Woman's notebook. A notebook appears to belong to a woman who wandered into Minakami village. This desperate-looking entry was written rather hastily. If anybody is reading this note, please come and find me. I don't care who it is, just help me. I can't get out of this village. Save me. Nothing else sparkling. Oh, shit. We'll get to that. A futon, yep. They're gonna have something grab your hand. I know it. I know it. They're bringing back that Mask of the Lunar Eclipse thing. It's fine. I'll deal with it. I actually didn't run into that very much in Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. It was a bigger problem in Maiden of Blackwater. A notebook appeared to belong to a woman who wandered into Minakami Village's entry discussed the stories surrounding Minakami Village, which is said to have vanished from maps. I remember hearing stories about a village that disappeared from maps. Supposedly, it was because on the day of a big festival a long time ago, tons of people got massacred. But it still exists, and the twin Jesus statues that can be found in the surrounding forest will lure lost people towards it. Once you pass through the gate at the entrance, there's no leaving it. From there, the night of the massacre continues, and the sun never rises. In the midst of all that, I can hear the terrifying laugh of a woman echoing throughout the place. As the stories go, the only survivor in the village that night was, as you guessed it, a lone woman.
Mia.
That sounds more like crying than laughing. I think we're done in this room. Ah, yeah. That's good enough for me. 5 stars. You sons of bitches. What are you talking about 3? 5 stars. Oh, I gotta get this though. You'd think I'd be too tense to ever fall asleep in a place like this. But the moment I lose focus, I always seem to pass out. Maybe I'm just that exhausted. In my dreams, I see this darkness encroaching upon the village. I see the massacre. I see vast pools of blood and bodies stacked on top of them. I see a woman in a blood-soaked kimono laughing a deranged laugh. And I see a pair of twins, young girls begging for their lives to be spared. I can still hear that woman's laughter ringing inside my ears. I don't want to fall asleep again. I'm too scared. That doesn't look good. Ay, chihuahua! I thought you wanted me to go left. I'm going left. Padlock engraved with Myoga motif on the door. I don't know what Myoga is. Is it some kind of vegetable? I don't really want to go upstairs. I want to finish exploring this lower level. Well, it's either go far in or go upstairs. I'd rather go far in. At least we're on the first floor and we know where the exit is. We have to figure out what is going on here. We can't leave the village. It won't open. I guess we're going upstairs. Which I was trying not to do. Oh, rickety old stairs. I keep hearing shuffling, but it's just my sister. Is this the front area? Yeah, there's the Stairs. Okay. Anything out here? No. All right. We tried. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's something across the way, though. But we can't go there. Let's get out of here. In fact, we'll save and then leave. I don't like those wailing noises, though. We're out of here. We're leaving. I should search the house a bit more. How? I've looked everywhere.
一緒に
What does it want me to do? One place was locked. The other had a padlock on it. I didn't see any key. Maybe if we retrace our steps in reverse. Kind of looks like there's something in there. Oh, there is. It's a headless doll. Nice. Okay. I don't think I can. I mean, I'll try again. But I don't have any items. Where else is there to explore? Maybe where that I heard that moaning sound. I guess at the front. That's the only place I can think of. I feel like it's important to hold her hand. I don't know for sure, but and I think I remember hearing something about it. But I'm just gonna do it. What? Why did you let go? Oh.
ミオあれ
Oh, there's dolls here. Of course there's dolls here. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Okay. There's that key. Key engraved with Myoga motif found in the kimono room.
どこの鍵かな。
You know where it's... Is that my upstairs neighbors? They listen to weird music sometimes. Why would you say that? Don't tell me that. Oh, there's a thing you can kind of see outside there. All right. Gotta go forwards to go back. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, if you make me go into my inventory after knowing the lock is there and knowing I have the key... Well, don't glitch out on me. Yeah. Yeah, the graphics are great. Except for that stupid filter, they look really good. I kind of wish they could turn it off, but maybe it does add to the effect. Y'all let me know. Camera Obscura memo. Memo found in the Osaka House altar room outlining the functionality of the Camera Obscura. Camera Obscura is a photographic device designed by Dr. Kunihiko Aso to capture spiritual beings that are typically imperceptible to the human eye. Excuse me. Specifically, it is capable of revealing the following: past events as contained in residual emotional energy, invisible apparitions, though I'm certain it can capture even more than that. Photographing these supernatural phenomena that defy conventional thought enables the wielder to achieve an effect akin to traditional exorcism. However, this process also establishes a bond with the subject. As a result, judicious use of the camera obscura is required. Otherwise, these apparitions may take over the user. I remember this music. One can only imagine what this gadget can unearth if one were to photograph the hidden ceremony that takes place in Minakami Village, as well as the locations that are central to the residents' faith. I believe I can speak for myself and the good doctor when I say that the possibilities intrigue me. Seijiro Makabe. That scared me. I had to hold her hand. That's immersion. Oh, it's bad. As soon as you get the camera, a ghost appears. If we don't, we'd never get out.
射撃見よ。それって。
Camera that was left behind in the village. It can photograph things the eye cannot see. It's one of many camera obscuras. Village photographs. Several printed photographs showing parts of the village. Were they taken with this camera? Type 7 film. Old film for the camera obscura. There's plenty remaining. It's in bad shape, but still usable. Shooting photographs. Little video. Raise the camera obscura with L2. Shoot R2 with the camera raised. The camera's focus will gradually adjust as you keep the target in view. Once you've taken a picture, you'll need to wait for the photo charge to complete before you can shoot another photograph. Controls can be changed under options. Viewing photograph. Pictures that you've taken can be viewed and managed from the menu screen. Open the menu screen.
そのカメラまだ使えるのかな。
They kind of want me to take a picture of her. Bro, they have me on the edge of my seat, and I've played this game before. Zoom with triangle, focus with forward back. Should we go? Together. Gotta open the door, though. I knew it! Ah, shit. With the camera raised, the light at the top indicates the direction of spirits you can photograph. If the spirit is a wraith, the light will turn red. Look around with R. Quickly look around L3 with R. Camera obscura raised. Oh, is that like a quick turn? I think that is L3 with R. Well, you do not have the camera obscura raised. There is an indicator displayed on the edge of the screen. However, this indicator is not displayed for wraiths that you haven't discovered yet. Okay, so the wraiths keep coming back. If there are new wraiths, you have to bring up the camera. You can fight back against the wraiths by taking pictures of them with the camera obscura. You can repel a wraith by lowering its HP indicated at the top of the camera display. The higher the quality of photograph is, the more damage it will deal. Keys to good photographs. Correct focus, multiple key elements in frame. As you keep a target in frame, the camera obscura will gradually bring it into focus. You can unlock the ability to adjust the camera obscura's focus manually through upgrades. You can also lock on to a wraith to automatically keep it in frame. However, lock-on is released when a wraith vanishes. Lock-on is R3. Oh, okay. Alright, R3. Gotta remember that. Wish you'd have told me that. But it's cool. Okay. Koei Tecmo. I love your games, but you gotta stop throwing every tutorial at the player all at once. I've already read like 3 different things, and now you're throwing a 4th tutorial at me all in one sitting. You need to stop doing that for future reference. Most players will not put up with it. I put up with it, but you can't keep doing that in the 2020s. That's PS2 stuff. You got to let that go, bros. You got to let it go. I was fine with it because I didn't get to finish Maiden of Blackwater, and I was just glad to have it. And I was glad that Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, which is a remake, wasn't getting released at all. This time you gotta, if there's no way to cut the tutorials down or to ignore them, no, it's not even ignore them. Cut the tutorials down. You do things one at a time. If you don't know how to do this, my perfect frame of reference is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. You see how it taught you everything you needed to know about how to play by just playing the game. That's the perfect example. Play Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, and then you'll figure out how to properly give a tutorial in-game. And that was a PS2, GameCube, Xbox game. No excuses anymore. It's been 20 years. 25, really, since the first game came out. You will be downed if you are attacked by a wraith while you have no willpower. Willpower is depleted through the following actions: be hit by attacks, touching wraiths, running during combat, evading. Okay. Willpower is restored through the following actions. By the way, you haven't taught me how to evade. So already the tutorial is iffy. Shouldn't you be teaching these things one thing at a time? You should have been taught me as soon as I entered the house, as soon as I walked into the house, as soon as I went up the stairs, as soon as I tried to open the door, as soon as I saw a ghost pass by, as soon as I saw a ball drop on the stairs. You could have broken this all up and made it all make sense worthwhile. But no, I discovered the camera, and all of a sudden I'm bombarded with tutorials. It's too many. It doesn't seem like a lot to us old school gamers, but to new players, it's not going to fly. I'm just letting you know, Koei Tecmo, I love your games, but Fatal Frame 6 or 1 Remake or whatever you got going next, you can't be doing that no more. You give them, you I see you got little icons to show what buttons to push to pick up items. That's what you do. Give me an icon to pick up the camera. Give me an icon to take a picture. Give me something to take a picture of. And then, like, say, take a picture of Mayu. And then with this button. Then we go into another room. Then you say, oh, the ghost is there. Help your sister by taking a picture of the ghost. And it disappears. Then another ghost comes. And when you go into another room, and it teaches me how to dodge, to evade, or run away, or both. But not 5 things at once. And not with this list of stuff. Nobody's going to remember all this. Willpower is restored. I mean, I've never heard willpower. What willpower? What does that mean? I know what it means, but what does it mean in game? You're telling me this now. Tell me when it's appropriate. I'm not going to remember this. Willpower is restored through the following actions: photographing wraiths, passing time, using lunar incense. Why did she turn off the light? Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Is this the door we came in? Oh, stuff there. This is the only door, I think, right? Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. When a wraith attacks Mayu, you can photograph it to protect her. Koi Tecmo. Team Ninja. I just did this. Come on now. Don't make me lower the star rating. I'm not going to, because I love this series, but come on. When a wraith attacks Mayu, you can photograph it to protect her. Mayu's health reaching 0 will result in a game over. Holding hands with Mayu. While holding hands with Mayu, you gain the following effects. Willpower recovers faster. Health gradually regenerates. Hold hands, help her up R2 near Mayu. And I see, you're telling me all this stuff. I already forgot how to lock on to enemies. Even though I said it out loud. I guess R3. We're leaving. In fact, well, I should probably save. Of course, that's an old instinct of mine. We probably don't need to save, but we're saving. Oh, that's the bottom. Old habits die hard. Nope. This whole game is a nope. What? I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. This game made me pee. Well, not actually. It makes me have to go. Of course, I've been drinking a lot of tea today. Am I out of tea, by the way? Yeah. I'll be back. Just a sec, I need a refill. All right. All right. Oh. You guys okay? Stick with me. Alright. Specters are a type of spirit that repeat actions they performed while still alive. The camera obscura marks specters as blue. Now, was this always the case? I don't know. Successfully photographing a specter will add it to the spirit list located in the menu screen. I like that they have a little video. That's cute. I always try to get their head in the middle of the frame. I guess we're going upstairs.
Mia.
I need you. I'm not doing this without you, so come on. Yeah. If you lost a star, you gained another one. I'm a cheap date. God damn it. Appearing to belong to a woman who wandered into the Minakami village, this entry sees the author lamenting her inability to leave. Wasn't she doing that last time? How long have I been in this village now? I have no idea. The sun never rises here. It's always night. I hate the dark now. Girl, tell me about it. I can feel it driving me insane. I want to leave. I want to see Masumi. Please, please. Yeah.
お姉ちゃん、一緒に。
Can I open this? We can now.
お姉ちゃん、ミオ。ここは何か変だよ。
Wait. Ah, fuck. I missed it. She's gone. God damn it.
開かない。
Alright, come on. I always miss frickin' the blue ghosts.
お姉ちゃん、
Do I need that? You can use items to... I guess since they put some of it on the touchpad that you don't have to read that stuff. But not all of it is on there. Some of it you have to read. You can use items to heal Mio's health, change item, use item. You can also use items via the items section in the menu screen. Okay. So there's a hotkey for items, I guess. That's different. I don't recall that being the case. Stone mirror. Stone that will give off a strange light. When your health reaches 0, it will take your place in death one time.
お姉ちゃん。
There's nothing else here. Looks like we gotta go for the item. A notebook appearing to belong to a woman. The text of this final entry is abruptly written in parts. I can't move anymore. I'll just stay here. I know Masumi will come back for me. He just needs to find a way out of the village first. If Masumi comes back for me, I'm going. He came back. As soon as I close this book.
この人もここに迷い込んだんだ。 を追ってこの家に入って、それからどこへ行ったんだろう。やっぱりここは。おねえ、
どうして。
Damn it. Damn it. Let go of me. Lock on. What? Even if you strike first, Wraiths will attack you without flinching. However, you take a photo, the moment the red light on the top of the camera flashes, you can stagger them. Once you've inflicted a sufficient amount of damage, it will become defenseless, activating a shutter chance. Shooting a Wraith of this state will inflict significant damage. The Wraith will return to normal once you've taken a picture. Furthermore, successfully taking a fatal frame while a Wraith is vulnerable to shutter chance will activate Fatal Time, giving you the opportunity to take multiple photos and quick successions. Pictures we'll take during Fatal Time will automatically use Type 7. If you fail to stagger a Wraith with Fatal Frame, it will attack and grab hold of you. You can evade in order to escape the Wraith's attacks. Evade, shake off with X. Run, L3. However, evading and running during combat will consume willpower. Damn it, I got her. Damn you. I got you. I got you. God damn it. Fuck off. Damn it. Why does the lock-on quit? I got you. Leave her alone. I don't have the fucking... I think I'm starting to understand. Still not a 1-star game, though. 4, maybe, but not 1. If you're telling me it's 1 star, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Search for Mayu. Well, at least now she's not holding me back. Where did she go, though? What is that noise? Stone Spirit Radio. An old radio for spirit stones. Sometimes you can hear mysterious voices emanating from it. Memo outlining the functionality of it. Okay, see, you don't need these memos. Just have it open and, have it be like the tutorial there. Or just say, this is the Stone Spirit Radio with a memo on its use. Should you take these? Or I don't know. You gotta figure out a way to consolidate these things to make them less compounding. I've got a stack of bills on my kitchen counter. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but there they are. Don't do that in a video game. It's the wrong thing to do. Organize that shit. Get out your dad's filing cabinet and, sort the stuff by priority. You don't open all of it at once and read all of it at once, or even in chunks. Outlining this functionality of Stone Spirit Radio, evidently created by the same person who invented the camera obscura, which is, I believe, Dr. Aso. What an Aso that guy is. No, just kidding. That's my joke for the day. Spirit Stone Radio takes the basic concept of a crystal radio, never heard of it, which uses crystal in parts of its circuitry to pick up signals. I've heard of it in Fatal Frame, but before that, no. And upgrades it to enable voices to be heard from the spirit realm. These voices come from crystals and other such minerals that were previously worn by people for extended periods of time. After prolonged contact, the owner's emotions became embedded in these rocks, releasing a special kind of invisible light to humans. Stones are referred to as spirit stones. According to Kunihiko Aso, doctor, sounds emitted from a spiritual realm can sometimes be heard without the aid of a radio. Premonitions, the ability to sense others, and synchronicity similar to those found in twins are all things attributed to these sounds. I'm sure the twins thing was added just for this game. But it used to be tape recorders. What's wrong with why was that such a bad thing? Spirit stones. What was wrong with tape recorders? Just a minor nitpick. But I got tons of nitpicks, so. Charm that Mayu was wearing. Perhaps it holds her thoughts. Equipping charms confers their blessings upon you. A charm bag will increase the number of charms you can equip. See, I forgot what the other thing I was talking about. What was I... Okay, charms. See, I forgot we were just talking about charms because you wanted me to answer the damn radio. Health recovers faster while holding hands. Decreases health taken from wraiths. We already heard that. All right. We gotta find Mayu. That clock? Does it want me to look at the clock? That's a context clue, is it not? Maybe. Guess not. Okay. Oh, she out of here. No, you don't. Bitch, take me with you. Oh, that's it. That's it. Thank you for playing. Available March 12th. I'm buying it. I'm buying a physical copy. I will as soon as I can, maybe tomorrow. Probably not today because I had to pay a big bill. And I don't want my bank to freak out about me buying multiple high-priced things. However, this was great. The only major complaint I have, and I kind of been bitching a little bit here and there, the combat is a little weird. In particular, my lock-on doesn't seem to work. You say R3 is the lock-on, it only works sometimes. It doesn't work all the time. For some reason. And I don't know if this needs to be fixed in a patch or something, but I was trying to, while I was playing the game, let me get out of this. This is the end of the demo. Experience the rest in the full version. Save data from the demo can be carried over to the full version. Okay, that's fine. How long have we been playing? 94 minutes? That's cool. Bring me title screen. Come on. Koei Tecmo Team Ninja. Yeah, opening section. I wish it gave me one more chapter, but whatever. Okay. Like I say, the only thing that was bugging me was the combat. I feel like I wasn't getting it. And that's weird for me because it hasn't changed that much. It's just sort of that I can't keep focus on the ghosts. You gave me an evade button, which is cool, but I feel like it's hard to keep them in focus. Or maybe I'm not, maybe I should be backing up more often. But I feel like there's something I'm missing about the combat. It's like they've added an extra step. They were talking about zooming, and I don't know. I have the camera up and I can't get it to zoom, or or focus or whatever they're talking about. I have no idea what that means, for one thing. But again, I've never had this much trouble keeping the ghosts in my camera that I recall. I might be mistaken. I might actually go back and replay the old games to see if I'm crazy or not. But there was always a lock on in every previous game. And you tell me there's a lock on, but it doesn't lock on. It does sometimes, but then it unlocks as soon as, something happens. So you got to lock on again. The lock on should be automatic. I mean, shouldn't it? Or at least done with a button other than R3. If I bring up the camera, that means I want to lock on. And somehow it's like getting the ghost. If you take a picture of the ghost, but you don't take the shutter chance it attacks you. I don't recall that happening. If I might be using the terminology incorrect, but you can go back and watch and see where I was trying to take the picture and it wasn't happening. Now I know it needs to reload, but there's something, I can't describe it. Something is not clicking. Literally. A photo is not being taken that needs to be took. I feel like, and it's so hard to describe. I may have to watch it back to understand what happened. I couldn't describe it as it was happening because I was panicking trying to capture the ghost. But that second ghost fight, so you bring up the camera with L2, you take a picture with R2, you lock on with R3, it felt like even though the camera had reloaded, it was not taking my, I don't know if it's shutter chance, but it was not letting me take a picture when I thought I could be taking a picture. Something just didn't, it just didn't feel right. So Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja, if you're watching, watch what I'm doing or trying to do or feel like I'm trying to do. Watch Gab Smolder's play. She mentioned something right in her title, I think, about, am I getting the combat right? And I'm telling you to watch her because she will give constructive criticism. So I don't know if anybody else is playing this, but they may not be so constructive. They may be angry about it. Of course, that might not hurt, too, if you don't mind getting your feelings hurt a bit. Something is not... It's just not working with the combat. And I can't explain it. I can't tell you what it is. I feel like either you've added something or you've taken away something that was in previous games that I'm not understanding. I'm sure you play tested this because it looks fantastic. Other than the film grain, and I noticed the film grain is not on the title screen. So maybe that could be something else we could turn off. It is not necessary. I do not need to see film grain, especially when it's static. It's just like not moving at all. I can see the same grain on the girl's head as I'm walking down the path. Now, again, that could be my brightness settings, but I deliberately have it that way because my TV makes the darks too dark and the brights too bright. So I have it this way, and it's also energy saving. I'm not going to put it in HDR mode to accommodate your film grain. You're going to have to fix it. And I'm not getting a PS Pro. That's just not happening. You should make this look as good as it can on every system it's available for. Which I think it'll be on Switch too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about Xbox, although they would be mistaken if they didn't put it on there. No Game Pass, let people buy it, but it should be on all platforms. So, yeah, I think I've described it as best I could. I'm missing something, or the game is not telling me something that it should be, or maybe it'll tell me later when I don't need it. See, that's another thing too. The tutorial, I mean, this is an old problem that goes back to like every Fatal Frame in existence. It explains too much, but it also explains too little. Sometimes it doesn't tell you what to do until after you've already done it, and sometimes it doesn't. It tells you too much to do something, and then you forget about it because it bombards you with multiple things. Look, I don't have the best memory in the world. You know, I've done my share of medicinal products, okay? I give, throw me one bone at a time. One. Make it gradual. Make a tutorial level. And you kind of did, but you kind of didn't also. I kept turning off the flashlight by accident. But other than that, it's just minor gripes. But I have to tell you, these sons of bitches who dropped this to these 20% of players who gave it 1 star on PlayStation Store, you're idiots. You're morons. This is not a 1-star game. I've played 1-star games. This is not. Y'all can go to hell. As, was it Cartman who said it? You go to hell and you die. But not seriously, but I'm saying people who gave this 1 star have not played 1-star games. They have not played bad games in their life, ever. They're just impatient. I could get used to the combat, but I need a little more give and take. Tell me a little bit more how to do things, but only tell me one thing at a time. I know that's probably not possible now, because the game launches in a week. On the 12th, by the way. All consoles, all platforms. But it's just that one thing. It's just a little hiccup. If you fix the lock-on, I would probably be cool. You get the lock-on going, you make it easier. I seem to be able to dodge rather easily and get out of being trapped easily. So we'll see. But if y'all love Fatal Frame, you got to get the demo. I implore you to get the game. It's only $50. That is not much to ask at all. At all. For a game of this caliber. And give it a 5-star rating. These freaking morons. And I hesitate to even look at like Steam demos or whatever, or other platforms. Or children. Y'all are children. 1 star. You know what this game is better than? Just from the demo? It's better than Silent Hill F. Yeah, I went there. So don't... And that game, it was good, but it had a lot of problems in combat. However, the problems in combat were different from this. At least the lock-on in that game worked. This one, it doesn't seem to work. That's my biggest gripe. Fix the lock-on. I can probably sort through everything else, but you got to fix that lock-on. Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja. Please, please listen to me. It will make this game so much more fun to play. You don't have to make this a Dark Souls. I'm just saying I think you can do better, especially for people who make the Neo trilogy and other games like that, where the combat is fantastic. You got to do something here. I don't know if you have to talk to the producer director and say, "Hey, we're getting some negative feedback on this combat. We need to make some minor tweaks, some adjustments, just minor ones. That's all it takes." And then I think you would earn that 5 out of 5 stars. But I gave it to you anyway because of your pedigree, because I want to see more Fatal Frame games. I want to see this game series be, if not as successful as Silent Hill, at least just behind it. I want to see one of these sell 1 million copies one day, and it's just not going to happen if we're stuck in like 2002. And graphically, and most of the rest of the engine is not, but that combat, man, the combat has to be snappy. At least a little bit more. It has to be, you hit a button, it does something. You know, there's no dodge in Skyrim, but other than that, if you gave Skyrim a dodge, I think it would have near perfect combat as far as just hitting and attacking. So I'm just throwing an example out there. Make the lock-on work. And I've talked too much about this. Talked way too much about it. We're pushing 2 hours now, which is too long for a demo of a remake like this. So things aren't awkward yet, but I can sure as shit make them awkward. Otherwise, this is great. I'm enjoying this. It's a good idea to have this carry over into the main game. Yeah, that's about all I have to say, though. You know, for Fred Fuck's sake, watch Gab Smolders play Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja. And you know, you'd be like, well, we don't speak or understand English. There are translation options out there. There's almost no excuse anymore. And if you want, she could translate it into Japanese for you. In fact, give her a survey, and she will type it out in Japanese. She is quite fluent. Okay. Now we've made it awkward, and I'm about done. I'm getting a headache, but that probably could be from the lack of caffeine. So, Fatal Frame fans, you gotta support. I know times are hard, but this is only $50. You can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But the demo is free. Hit that demo. Give it 5 stars at least. You know, save up some money, and we can do this. Let's make this. Let's bring this franchise back and make it better than ever. And it's getting there, but we fans have to step up a little bit, just a little bit. You know, we've broken the 300,000 sold barrier with Maiden of Blackwater. I think we can do better. I think we can do better. But I am super happy to be able to play 4 and 5, and now a remake of 2. A version of which was stuck on the Wii in Japan and Europe. So now I have 2 versions of it. I have my originals. Those are great, but you know, other than my main gripe, I would say that this is approaching as good as the Silent Hill remake or Resident Evil 2 remake. It could be better, but you're close. You're close. Fix the lock on. And that with that, I'm gonna leave you to it. Um, Even this little demo scared the pants off me, even though I kind of know the story beats. It worked, and I'm going to end stream and watch Gab Smolders play and see what she thinks up to this point. I wish it went on a little longer, but this is not a long game. I've heard it might. I've heard that it's said that the first game is short and the second game is just a little longer or twice as long. I don't know. I don't remember. Me playing the first game seemed to take a lot of time. I do need to replay it again, but I got stuck. All right. That's it, everyone. As I say, it would be peachy keen neat to have some things going on with this channel. You know, I try to make it entertaining and interesting. I wasn't very funny today, but I was more scared and nervous, but that's how it's supposed to be with Fatal Frame. So, short of showing my face, which I thought I might do, but maybe if I get past 150 subscribers again, maybe I'll do that. Like, comment, subscribe, share, if you please. If not, Bandcamp has music for Alucard's Quest. Of course it does. You know, you don't even have to buy any of it, but you can listen there. I think. I don't think the newest song is free. However, it is on all streaming services. The House of Violence. So that's helping both me and my friend, our friend, Josh out, who co-wrote the song with me. And I have a playlist of it. I have a playlist of that and all my live streams, and yeah. And that's about it. That's about it, sirs and madams. I love you very much for staying subscribed. I love you very much for watching up to this point. I love you very much for the person who peeked their head in when I first started streaming. I don't know why you left, but thank you for trying. After Gab Smolders, I'll probably watch more MXC. I feel like I got some stuff done today. Not much, but a little bit. So I feel a bit accomplished, and I will enjoy this day off and tomorrow off, and dread working next week, like we all do. Take care, be safe. Awkward Ashley always says, drink your water, take your meds. I'll say that, but especially drink your water. Don't drink too much pop. You'll destroy your kidneys. Take it from me. Drink more water. Put more ice in your drinks at least. You know. And yeah. That's the best advice I can give to you. Oh, and you know, build your nest egg as soon as you can. You know. Don't wait, you know. Work when you're able to work. Make as much money as you can so that these people in these higher up positions don't screw you over. You know. Build some clout, make friends. Try not to let opportunities pass you by. But then again, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And don't be afraid to pick up pennies. You know, be thrifty, save some money. You know, if you can, if you're interested in something but can't afford it, try to find a cheaper option. And clip some coupons, and try to get your discounts. And that's about it. That's all I got. I wish you all well. Send good feelings and good vibes through the interwebs, and I hope you send some to me as well. This last year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years has been rough for all of us, but I think we could all use some entertainment, and it doesn't get much better than Fatal Frame if you're looking for scares. So have at it, Hoss. And that's it. We're pushing 120, and I'm out. I'm done. Hands up. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. I don't know if I'll stream this again. But you be sure that I will buy this game. I promise you. I will be buying this game. And I might even share a photo on my messages. What do they call it? A posts? I might even share a photo of it. That's about it. Because we got to support physical media as well. Man, that's going away. When they make a physical product, a Fatal Frame, and they haven't for the last 2 games, man, scoop it up. $50? Are you kidding me? Yes. Just don't buy it at Amazon. Let's boycott these greedy people who support this administration. We got to buy from the right people. And I've just been eyeing GameStop and Best Buy, because I'm also trying to save money. I don't know. I made it worse. I made the awkwardness worse. So I'm out. I'm done. That's it. We're stopping. Have a good day, y'all. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. And no game shaming, no shame in gaming. Play your stories if you want them. But if there's hard mode, play that too, if you want. No more. Fix the lock on, Tecmo. Koei Tecmo. Team Ninja. Fix the lock on.